The Artemis 2 rocket launch into quote unquote space is nothing more than another ritual for these people, because these people constantly do these rituals over and over and over. And this is no different because, spoiler alert, we have never been to space. We have never been to the moon. You are watching a movie as always, because this is what these people do best. They love to mock. They love to deceive constantly, over and over and over. And if that's not enough, before the rocket, quote unquote, launched into space, they had to throw in one of their favorite numbers, 33.
Coming up at T-minus 33 seconds, control shifts from the ground launch sequencer to the rocket's onboard autonomous launch.
And if that's not enough with the number 33, they even showcase this person right here wearing the 3. And of course, you see the 3 on his leg. So 3333. More 33, more truth in plain sight. Because again, this is what these people do constantly. They constantly will mock you out in the open. And it's just laughable at this point. I don't know how anybody in their right mind can believe any of this bull, because again, these people are actors. It's actronauts, not astronauts. And if that's not enough with showing you how this is a major psyop, look how tall the rocket is. 322 feet tall. I mean, come on. 322 feet. I mean, that should show and tell you all that you need to know, because that's another one of their favorite numbers that they love to use, because 322 is associated with skull and bones. So they are constantly telling you what exactly they are about every single time. And this is no different, because NASA is nothing but a bunch of liars. NASA is deceit. And this whole entire thing involving this Artemis 2 rocket launch after 50 years, groundbreaking, right, is nothing more than yet another psyop. And the fact that this rocket launched into quote unquote space on April Fool's Day, a day that is known for being deceitful, playing pranks, should show and tell you all that you need to know. They are literally playing a prank, even though, honestly, April 1st is the true start of the new year. If you know, you know. They have constantly played with the public, and they are constantly continuing to do so with all of these different rituals that they constantly do over and over and over. And if that's not enough, speaking of 33, in Gematria, in one of the ciphers, Artemis 2 actually adds up to 33. Again, what are the odds of all of this? They have to always show and tell you what they are about constantly, because again, these people are puppets, and they do all of these things by certain signs, by certain symbols, by certain dates, by certain numbers every single time. And speaking of 33, also, this is the 33rd day of the Iran war when this rocket launched into quote unquote space. So again, every single time they show you their signs and their symbols. And again, this Artemis 2 rocket launch is no different. This is nothing more than a Hollywood movie script. This is nothing more than a Hollywood movie that you are watching, a bad Hollywood movie at that, because every single time these people love to mock. And I find it interesting they were wearing the color orange as their choice for their suits, because orange also adds up to 33. So a lot of 33 symbolism has, made an appearance in this ritual, because that's all that this is a ritual. Because again, we cannot exit the firmament. We cannot. The Bible tells you that there is a firmament for a reason. You cannot exit the firmament. You cannot exit God's firmament.
So let me get this straight. You believe that astronauts are being sent on a moon mission today on April Fool's Day. April Fool's Day. Let's watch this video of a rocket launch and see what happens. It appears as if it hits water. That's crazy, but in the Bible it says that God created a firmament to divide the waters above from the waters below. And you think this government, who lies to us about everything, is now telling us the truth on April Fool's Day? Okay, let me know what you think.
And if that's not enough, in the past, Buzz Aldrin has even went on record and admitted that the first mission that these people, quote unquote, went on, launching up into space, going to the moon, was fake.
I remember my parents waking me up and we went down and we watched you guys land on the moon.
No, you didn't.
What?
Because there wasn't any television. There wasn't anybody taking a picture. You watched animation. So you associated what you saw with...
I have very hazy memories.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no, what we saw was we all were gathered around the old rooftop radio and listened.
Talking about, how many feet we were going to the left and right, and then I said, contact light, engine stop.
It's exciting.
A few other things, and then Neil said, Houston, Tranquility Base, the Eagle has landed. Man, how about that?
That was very exciting.
Not a bad line.
Okay, Zoe, favorite.
What is your favorite thing about space?
Going there.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen. So in the future, if we want to keep doing something, we need to know why something stopped in the past that we wanted to keep it going.
There's a reason why astronauts like him have a Hollywood star. Because again, these people are actronauts. These people are not astronauts. These people are puppets on the world stage, just like all of these presidents, and the list goes on and on and on. So this is why I decided to do a video about this, because I want to further expose these people for who they are. And it's crazy how many people are truly deceived by all of this stuff. Constantly, over and over and over and over and over. These people are always deceived by this stuff. But it's plain as day that this is nothing more than one big ritual. What do you think?